guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a fun reading for you on what do they wish you knew / what do they want you to know. So I do have 3 piles here. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I'm going to hold these up to the camera. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And if you need another minute to choose your pile, go ahead and pause the video here. Otherwise, we'll just get started with pile number 1. All right, tie pile 1. Let's see what your person wants you to know / wishes you knew. You aren't my typical type. I know this triggers people, but you guys, hold on, I'll explain it in a second. I'm afraid to open up. I wonder what your family is like. Would they like me? Oh, I just realized I need 2 more cards. Sorry guys, I forgot that I wanted a different, like another part to this. So hold on. Okay, pile number 1. First of all, do not at all, if you are troubled by this, you aren't my typical type, do not be at all. This is a really, really good reading from what I'm seeing so far. For those of you who have been on my channel before, you know I take this very much with you. When I wrote this card, you aren't my typical type, like I have this theory. First of all, let me just say that I'm a demisexual, and what that means is that I don't get attracted to people unless I like know them and I know things about them. And then if I find out things, especially like character-wise, sorry about that dog. If I find out they're a dog, then, you know, I just kind of lose attraction for them. But I have this theory that like, if you kind of notice that you have a typical type, right? Let's say that like you like, you know, tall, dark, and handsome. You like brown eyes and brown hair and for them to be tall or whatever. And then you meet somebody that's like not your typical type. Like you meet, I don't know, like a redhead or something with blue eyes, and then like you all of a sudden start falling for them, and it's like atypical for you because usually you like a certain kind of person. Like usually you fall really, really hard for that person, and they end up like really changing your life. You know, like that is, I guess what I'm saying is I kind of take it as an indicator of a soul connection, right? Because it's like the physical body where it's like, oh, I really like brown eyes. Like, I just like them. My mom has a thing for calves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if she, you know, met someone that didn't have like great calves, but she was still like just really, really attracted to them, then I don't know. I think it's a really potent connection where it's like, it's more than just like the regular rote, like, pattern, you know? It's like more than you just being like a weird primate driven by desires and that has to eat every 2 hours. Anyways, so that was very long-winded. The reason I'm saying that this is a really, really good reading is because what do they wish you knew? The Queen of Wands, they think you're sexy as all get out. Sorry, we have a cacophony of animal noises here, you guys. My little boy cat's waiting for my husband to get home. So, your person wants you to know that they think you are sexy AF. Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 minute. Let me just let him get it out of his system really quick and I'll be right back, I swear. Okay, sorry. I gave him some toys. I'm not sure if that's really gonna hold him over. So anyways, yeah, your person wishes that you knew how beautiful you are, how amazingly sexy you are. Like if they found out that I gave you a reading and that I pulled this you aren't my typical type out, and that you were like, oh, hurt by that because it made you feel like, you know, insecure, or that you weren't sexy, or that you weren't desirable, they would be really, really mad. So let's just address that right now. This person thinks that you're beautiful. They think you're sexy. They wish that they could tell you how sexy you are. But I think your person also wants you to know that there seems to be something untouchable about you, right? With the dragon here, that you stand above the rest. Your person cannot even imagine that you would be interested in them, which is why we have I'm afraid to open up. And also your totem is Ganesh. And so I feel like your person just sees that you are like, I think your person thinks you're out of their league in some kind of a way. Because also I'm just seeing, okay, like I was trying to explain very long-windedly in the You Aren't My Typical Type. I'm seeing that this is a multi-dimensional attraction. That's what I'm saying with the intensity of this. It's not like someone's just attracted to your meat suit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you have nice boobies. Like, this is so much further beyond that. Your person thinks you have such a lighthearted, beautiful, wonderful spirit, that you nurture almost everyone that you meet, with this little hummingbird totem. I feel like, hummingbirds, like their wings flap like just insanely fast. I'm almost getting the image too of like a duck, like ducks, they, wow, what we're talking about ducks now. That's just what we're doing. That's just happening. So, ducks, like they look so peaceful and placid on the surface, but like under the water, their little feet are just going. I feel like there's a vivaciousness to you. I also feel like you're very goal-oriented, where it's like you do a lot, and maybe like a lot of people don't notice, but your person actually notices you. I'm getting a little bit of like a wallflower type from your person. We'll see like as we look at more cards here, but I'm really getting that like your person, because we have them, I'm afraid to open up, and I think it's just because they see you in such a high light. And then we have why. Well, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry if this reading has been annoying so far. Okay, so why do they wish you knew this? We have the Hermit card, right? This is major arcana. So this is making me think that this is a big part of their soul's journey here. With the Hermit card here, I'm getting that like your person seems isolated. Like I feel like your person doesn't really talk to you. They don't really open up. They maybe they are a bit of a loner. And if they're not a loner, like I do kind of get like an introvert kind of an energy. But if they're not an introvert, right, because the Hermit is a Virgo card, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury, it rules like communication. So I feel like your person, they do speak to people. When they speak, it's very eloquent, it's very well thought. Virgos, like I have a thing about Virgos and writing. Like Virgos can write, man. Like nobody writes like a Virgo. And all this like jumping around Gemini energy that I have, because Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, it's just air. A Virgo would be able to like ground that down and make this a much more pleasant process for you. I'm just kidding. Little self-deprecating humor. So yeah, your person wants you to know that you're absolutely beautiful, that it's absolutely intimidating. Your person sees that you have some kind of knowledge, and not just any kind of knowledge, like you're very charismatic. You're able to communicate yourself in a very charismatic way, which like your person, I feel like they're able to communicate themselves. I don't want to say like a clinical way, but it's like they're clear communicators. They make their point. They make powerful points. They use their communication in service of others, and they are very wise. And I feel like there is a certain wisdom to opening up and speaking in a very charismatic way. Like there's wisdom to that, and there's a different kind of wisdom that comes from this this energy of like really being selective with your words and not opening up all of the time. But because with this Y card, right, the Hermit, we're talking about Virgo, and Virgo being ruled by Mercury, Mercury ruling communication. Because they're so aware of communication, Virgos like are the masters of communication, in my opinion. Because they're so aware of it, they know that their bodies are communicating, and it's like they can't get out of their own way to like come talk to you, to give you any kinds of clues, because they know that their body language seems closed off. They know that they go somewhere else whenever you're around, also they might have like said some things that were kind of critical of you, but it's only because they're like they might have said something just in conversation and you were like, oh, does this person like me? That was kind of mean. But it's only because they're trying to relate to you on a different way than like other people are relating to you. They want to set themselves apart. So I feel like in trying to set themselves apart to get your attention, they're worried that they like offended you in some kind of a way, because they just like you and they want to be around you, but they just don't trust themselves to be around you and not like need to put their foot in their mouth, because Virgos, like a lot of times Virgos, when they like you, they notice things, like if you have lint on your jacket or something, like they'll get it off, they'll pick it off. Like Virgos they're very detail oriented. They see like a lot of things and they want to take care of people. So sometimes that energy, that's where like that whole the shadow side Virgo of being anal kind of comes in. And so sometimes people can take that the wrong way, and your person means well by it and they don't want you to take it the wrong way, because everybody's always fawning over you in some kind of a way. And if they're not fawning around you, like to your face, because I feel like, honey, you must know that you're attractive. Like the Queen of Wands came out, okay? You like, then people have a really high opinion of you, like behind your back. Like when people talk about you, they talk about how amazing you are, how you make everybody feel good. You have a way of bringing people together. You are very intelligent in a way that brings like wisdom to people. You like, you're a social builder. You're like the alpha social builder type person. And I do feel like you dress really nice, and people always notice that. There is something about your hair. There's a really polished look. Virgos really appreciate that. I'm getting heavy Virgo energy from your person here, which is going to be really hilarious when we jump down here to how they're seeing you and how they're seeing them. So yeah, they really want to be sure that you know that they think that you are actually like the bee's knees. There could be a little bit of an age difference here with the Hermit card, because the Hermit is like kind of that wise old man, and so or in this case lady. So, and the Queen of Wands is very vivacious and kind of youthful, maybe even forever young. Fire signs have kind of a forever young sort of a way about them. Yeah, so your person they just like you. They just flat out like you. So their feelings towards the situation and towards you is the Four of Swords. They don't know what to do about it. They're in a contemplation mode. Okay, so the Four of Swords is like originally from the Knights Templar, right? They go off on their crusades, and the ones that made it like this, this is like the lore behind the card, right? Is that they would lay in a coffin and like reflect on how close they were to death. And so I'm just getting like your person interacting with you and like getting all nervous about it and like replaying every little thing in their head and like, well, did I offend her? Like, did she notice me? You know, like your person pays attention to details. Pay attention to their details too, like when you're around them. If they like get their hair cut when they're around you, or if they are like, looking extra good, or if you maybe say something like, oh, I really like when you wear the color blue, or like something like that, and just see if they do it, because a Virgo is going to pay attention to details like that. And they may or may not like do that, but it's just, I don't know. I would just be curious. Anyways, that's just the Gemini in me. So, yeah, your person feels like really reflective. I feel like they think about you a lot, like when they go home, especially if you guys are like working together, they see you out on the regular. There's some way that you guys are in each other's sphere and they're playing, it's like they're pouring over every little detail. I also feel like your person, like their dream, like they just want, they play over and over again. They're strategizing over and over again in their mind of, if they were to come at you like this, how would that go? And I just feel like they're feeling a little bit hopeless now, because maybe they feel like they've given you the wrong impression already, because maybe they were, fumbling all over themselves, or they've just been so withdrawn from you in their body language that they're afraid that that you don't even know that they like you, and that it would be weird if they told you that they liked you now. Oh man, you guys, I feel like this is just, that nervous kind of crushy sort of energy. So what do they want, you guys? This is so sweet. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, first of all, we all know Pentacles, that's the earth element. They want something in the tangible world, right? They want for all of their awkwardness and all of their mistakes and all of their lessons to pay off and to turn into something, right? They want to nurture you too. Like there's a lot of Virgo energy here, and Virgos are nurturers. They want to see you every day. And they want to build a relationship. I also think that they would be thrilled to just take you out to dinner and like curate that whole experience, like pick out a really, really good restaurant that they think that you're going to like. And they're going to want to ask you like what kinds of food that you like what, what's your favorite kind of food to eat. And have you ever been to this like little place? Your person wants to start a relationship, and they think about that. That's what they're thinking about at night is like, one day all these like weird, nervous little hangups are going to be a thing of the past, and you guys are going to like build a relationship together. And they think about all those little moments that are like little relationship milestones and stuff. And they all the way to like you guys moving in together, and what would it be like to share a space with you? I think this is part of like I wonder what what your family is like and would they like me. Your person is thinking about a long-term future with you. There's a lot of sexual attraction here in a way that is, it's like I was saying, it's like multifaceted, you know, but there is some kind of obstacles in the way, and I think it's just they feel like you're in a different league than them. There also could be some kind of spiritual differences here, like just because the Queen of Wands is such a witchy kind of a person, and you know, I feel like she's a dabbler, and she really, like, this is just such a kind of witchy pagan sort of a vibe, right? And in the original tarot deck, the black cat represents like how people were just joyous and they engage with life and that fire element, like how they're kind of protected by nature a little bit. And that's coming through with your person too. You guys share this like very natural sort of an element, but one of you, like, you come off like more social, and I don't even necessarily mean that, because she looks very quiet to me. So you don't necessarily have to be social in the sense that you are, there's something about you that pulls attention, and there's something about you that can hang in a social setting better than like this person, I feel like. So yeah, your person just wants a joyous new beginning with you. They envision everything. The house, the kids, the cars, the clothes, right? I don't know why I said clothes. That's, it's Rihanna. Can't let you run up on me like that, all on me like that, yeah. I see you aiming at my pedestal, I gotta let you know. Your person wants to show off for you a little bit. Yeah, because that song has nothing to do with anything except for the money, the kids, the cars, the clothes. Anyways, I'll stop doing that. So yeah. And what are the next steps towards you? The Eight of Pentacles. First of all, if you guys are in a work environment, they want to be around you, but they want to get around you like kind of alone. Your person, they're playing a long game, whatever that means. I also think that they want to show off their skill set. Like, I feel like your person, like I said, there's something detail oriented. They're very skillful in something, right? That mercurial energy is very skillful. And so they kind of want to show off, but like in kind of a humble way. They're trying to draw your eye to them. They're not like very loud or anything, but they hope that you're going to notice like how skillful they are. And then you're going to go down this road of like, they're so skillful, and you know, I love that. And we could just build a life together because this person's so amazing and talented and reliable and everything that I've ever wanted in a partner. And oh my gosh, why didn't I see this sooner? Like, I just feel like that, the kind of energy from your person. With the 8 here, I definitely think that they're looking for some kind of a transformation to come out of like this Pentacles energy. So if you guys know each other from work, they want to transform that relationship. They want to take it outside of work, and they want to bring you to like a park or something. There's something, they just want to spend some private time with you. The Ace of Pentacles is also a lot about like protection. So your person definitely, there's like protective energy here. And every card for how your person is feeling, there is something that's like, right, the Eight of Pentacles, traditionally it's like the guy is outside of society. The Ace of Pentacles, usually it's like a walled off garden, you know, and the Four of Swords is like being contemplative, and then the Hermit's being contemplative. See, there's like this solo, like they want to get you kind of alone, because I think you guys might have like a strong connection, just the two of you, but there's like always people around you, you know, and because you are, like, there's definitely a compatibility that your person senses with you. I feel like you guys are kind of like same but different. Like, your person feels like you guys share the same heart, like you share similar values. You just have kind of different expressions of that, like the yin and the yang kind of a thing going on, regardless of gender. Like, that's just kind of how it's showing up. And so I just think that your person, that's also why they're wondering about your family, because they're like, oh, well, is this person's family like all extroverted, and is it going to be like, are they going to like me if I'm afraid to open up and I'm more of this like wallflower type of a person? Am I going to fit in? Because your person is thinking about that. Like, they're thinking about this on that scale. So down here, I just thought it would be fun to do like how they're seeing themselves and how they're seeing you, and then like what the obstacle is and what's needed to kind of overcome this. So what's interesting is I feel like, I remember I kept saying the Hermit and like your person showing up in this really Virgo energy, but I'm seeing that I think this is you over here. So, and you got the Virgo card. So that's what I'm saying is like, and I haven't even really looked at these cards. I'm just kind of vibing it out. So like, I really think that your person thinks that you guys have the same heart, you know? I feel like you guys, the reason your person might think that you guys have similar values, because like your routines, like your daily routines are similar. Like you see each other at like work, you know, or at yoga, or at you know, archery, dodgeball, like, so whatever it is, like you guys have that thing in common, and so your person just sees that you share similar values, and that maybe your daily routines are better, like especially if there's some kind of like cooking and food thing, like you guys might have just, you might be kind of active, maybe you guys like, you're active and you like hiking, or you know, and I don't know, there's something about like healthful living that your person sees in you. And I mean, your person just thinks you're, oh, we have the Don Juan card. Okay, first of all, Virgo, these are the two sexiest cards in this deck, to me, Capricorn and the Virgo card. There's just something like completely sexy and magnetic about you, but also it's like there's something also very refined. Like I feel like you might not show a lot of skin. And when you do, like I feel like maybe you don't show a lot of skin regularly, but like you're very beautiful, and like maybe there was one time that you did show like a little bit more skin or something, and your person was like, ooh. You know, you nearly killed them. But yeah, like your person just thinks that you're very, very seductive, but in like a non-overt kind of a way. So with Don Juan, I mean, the light attribute is spotlights your positive, seductive qualities, and then the shadow attribute is using power of romantic attraction for private agendas. I don't think your person sees you as using that for your like sexuality for private agendas. I think they see other people responding to your physical beauty and your physical attractiveness and this magnetism around you, because you look at her face. She's like not even caring. She just seems so nonchalantly amazingly attractive to me. Like she just kind of doesn't care, you know? She's focused on her own stuff. That's also something that I'm getting with the Virgo energy. You could be like, your person could see you as like very studious. Somebody, like I said, I think you have a lot of goals, but then with the Virgo card here, it's like you work every single day towards your goals. Like you get up and you put your nose to the grindstone. Wait, is it your nose that you put to the grindstone? You put your nose to the grindstone. Is that the phrase? That doesn't sound right to me, but we're going to go with it. You know, like you put your nose to the grindstone. That's a weird phrase. Why would you put your nose to the grindstone? Okay, moving on. Your person thinks that you're amazing and that like you walk the walk. So how they're seeing themselves as very focused on business, very focused on status. Maybe they do, I'm getting like, there could be a status difference here, like, because I'm getting like kind of older imagery from your person. And if they're not older than you, like it could be a status difference, it could be an experience difference. But your person is heavy in this Capricorn energy. You know, your person might have a leadership position. People kind of look up to them, or they're really making a lot of strides towards their goals. With Saturn here, and also because they got the Saboteur card, and Saturn rules Capricorn, and Saturn rules restriction. And I'm getting, okay, so Saturn, wherever Saturn is in your chart, it like rules the place. Saturn in Vedic is Guru. It's called Guru. And that's because in the place in your psyche where it's like super like porous, like you're very susceptible to the outside world, to like people's opinions, to, you know, people who meet you at that place of your Saturn, because Saturn can also be like low self-esteem. So I see that your person is like, there's this energy to your person of them trying to overcome their low self-esteem, feeling like they're not good enough for you. Maybe they're, honest to God, think they're perfectly confident in like other areas of their life. It's like you throw this person for a loop. And okay, I'm getting this heavy too, with the you aren't my typical type. Your person could be used to people fawning over them for their status and their prestige in some way, and you don't do that. You're like the real deal, because you have, right, like kind of what money and status can do for like a man, or, you know, in this world of like making them more desirable to people of the opposite sex, or maybe they wouldn't be otherwise. Like physical beauty and magnetism does that for a woman. And like you, with those, I'm just trying to say it how it is. Like, I don't think that's how it should be, but that is like how it is, because we all have like, you know, reptilian brains and stuff. But like you handle those assets, the two of you, in similar ways, where it's like, you know, you're still doing the work even though you have this. Like your person is still doing the work even though they have going on whatever they have going on. I hope that made sense. So yeah, I think that your person thinks that they have a lot to offer you, but they wonder if you would be sexually attracted to them. But like I said, this is the sexiest card to me in this deck. So I think that they don't need to worry about that. Let's see. Your person, hold on. Before we move to the Saboteur card, I just want to keep going on this. Your person could have been a little bit of a, I'm getting a lot right now. Your person could have been like a little bit of a rebel, like in their younger years, because they really are kind of about pushing limits and things like that. They might really like affirmations. This person could be like a person who collects quotes and stuff and like really gets motivated by like very simple things. There's like a simplicity about your person. This could be the difference in religion too. Is like there's a simplicity to your person's religion where they might like pour over, very simple like quotes or like very simple, well-known like verses from like the Quran or from like the Bible, and they could just be the type of person to have almost like a motto or a mantra or something that's very earthy and very like common sense and just, I don't know, something like that. Yeah. Anyways, I feel like if I just want to like take this archetype out of my brain and just like push it into yours, and then that way we can skip words and it'll be fine. So with this Saboteur energy, I'm kind of getting that, like the similar energy to like, like an overactive Saturn, So the light attribute highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Definitely, and we'll get to these in a second, this obstacle and what's needed for change. Like your person is almost scared of like, okay, I could take this chance and then it's going to bring some changes. And then they're afraid of like letting you down. They're afraid, they have like imposter syndrome where it's like, they're afraid that you're going to find out that like they're not great. Okay, and in my opinion and in my experience, people like that are like the greatest people. People who like aren't walking around thinking they're hot stuff and everything. Like they are the best people that have a lot to give, and so your person has like that, that imposter syndrome of like, okay, well, so I ask her out on a date and then like we start building this relationship and she or he is gonna like I'm talking about you, like they're afraid you're gonna look at them and be like, oh well, you're kind of boring. This person's probably afraid that you're going to think they're boring because the way that people respond to you. I really don't think your person knows like your heart, like how you are in private, because I'm kind of getting like with this Virgo energy, like I think you guys might be down for some Netflix and chill. It's not like, kind of like moments. That's what I'm saying. You guys have some compatibility going on here, like pretty strong. So, with the shadow attribute, induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Like, I feel like this person is self-destructive, I think your person's great. I think they're sexier than they realize, especially in your eyes. I think you're attracted to this person's spirituality. I think you like that they're a little bit reserved. You might not like it when people are too pushy and overtly showy-offy kind of for you. And you like that this person comes off mature and reflective and that they're serious and that they know how to build something. You're very attracted to that Capricorn energy. It would not surprise me at all if you had like Venus conjunct Capricorn on the descendant. Hey, got that. To where that Capricorn energy feels like home to you, feels very safe. You want to partner with it, in some kind of way. So yeah, that's how they're seeing that. Again, I'm seeing compatibility in like the weirdest ways because like remember we had you up here with the dragon and so you can like rise above it, and then in this Saboteur card this looks like a hot air balloon to me, so it's like again like rising above it, but like where yours like you're rising above it on a dragon, and a dragon is like a I know a dragon's not a bird, but like a bird of prey, that can like strike things down and land on mountains and breathe fire. This person's like in a hot air balloon, but you still can like hang out in the sky together. It's like that kind of a compatibility. So the obstacle to this is really, I feel like this person, I don't necessarily feel like this is you. Like there's just some awkwardness in getting past this stage, The Six of Swords is often a functioning dysfunction, but it's like the your person too, I feel like has been dealing with this for a long time. With the energy of Capricorn, I'm getting like, you know, almost Saturn return, where this is like their karma, you know, that they're working out. Saturn like represents our karma, and wherever it sits, like Saturn matures around the age, around 35 years, like between 35 and 40 years. And then you go through your Saturn return like around age like 28 to 32 or something like that. So your person is just like, this relationship, this is what I'm saying, this is a soulmate connection because you're not their typical type. You guys are on the soul level, communicating. You're bringing up this person's soul mission. You're asking them to confront their low self-esteem. You're asking them to like rise up into, you know, honestly, this Capricorn energy. Capricorns get what they want. They're skillful. That's also the skillful energy. It's like you want to see this person. You want them to know that like you find all of this sexy as get out, you know? And you want them to know that too, I feel like. And just like they want you to know that like you're mad attractive, like they can't get you out of their head. They think about you all the time. You know, they can't believe a person like you exists, frankly. So yeah, that's really the problem, is this person can't really get out of their own way. They've been like this for a long time, but it's like, that's why this attraction is so strong. I'm not saying that this is a karmic relationship. Like, I know that we all like to label these things to make sense of it, like in our human brains. But I kind of believe that everything is karma. Like karma is just kind of the currency of a matter-filled universe. So do I think there's karma here? Yeah, because I think that's like, if there were no karma, like nothing would be here, you know? So I think there's karma in a way that like brings your souls together for a mission, making you soulmates. Does that, you know? Or twin flames, however you want to, whatever label you'd like to assign, I think is cool. And so what's needed to push this along is the Page of Swords, just like conversation, just like starting this. I do feel like your person's just so intimidated to even like talk to you, but it's like chit chat, you know? And also just like the Page of Swords is the stalker card. Like I can't imagine that the tarot is saying, you know, like stalk each other a little bit, but like maybe I think it's saying like learn a little bit more about each other. You can do that, you know, in like an overt kind of a way. And honestly, maybe ask about this person. Maybe it'll get back to them or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe it's saying gossip a little bit. Like you can ask your friends about this person, you know, or maybe ask if they've ever asked about you. I don't know, something like that, where there's some kind of like information. Or just like, but overall, pages, you know, they're messengers and children. So like children being like the beginning of something. Like I just feel like all that's really needed is a conversation. Because if you guys have a conversation, especially if you can have a conversation with this person alone, I just think it's really going to help push things along. Especially if you are your magnetic, flirty self, you know, and you kind of, you know, maybe try to let them know that you notice them. Like maybe you could start a conversation, because I think if you start a conversation with this person, they'll like take it, like, first of all, you might give them a heart attack because I think this person's so nervous around you. But I think that they'll kind of take it that you're interested in them. So that's what I have for you guys. Pile number 1, so cute. I hope that resonated. That was adorable. And if it did, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys around here again. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see what your person wishes you knew. Okay, we have, I've heard people talking about you and I hate it. I'm currently in a toxic relationship that I don't know how to get away from. Best friends. Interesting. Tell me what you want and I'll make it happen. Okay, so you guys, this is so cute. For those of you who are new, I take this journey very much with you. So because I get overwhelmed when I like look at everything, but just from like the things that I'm picking up, this is so cute. So first of all, what does your person wish that you knew? Like what they want to tell you? King of Cups. Your person has a lot of feelings for you, a lot of emotions for you, but they are keeping their emotions under wraps. And there could be some kind of social situation. I'm just getting maybe with their friend group, because I've heard people talking about you and I hate it. And then I'm currently in a toxic relationship that I don't know how to get away from. And right under that is best friends. So I'm kind of wondering if this toxic relationship isn't like a friendship or a friend group, and like the people that they're surrounding themselves with, or they often find themselves around. And there could be one specific person. You'll probably know. I can almost hear like some of you being like, I know. I know who that person is, and I know that they're running their mouth. And yeah, so like your person they're keeping all of this under wraps because of the people that they're around. And like these people are toxic, and they could be saying these things because they're jealous of you and like this person's connection. I feel like these people pick up on the fact that your person has feelings for you. And that's almost why they say those things, is because they want to tear you down in that person's eyes. But it's not working, because your person has a lot of emotion for you. And I think that honestly, like what these people are doing, because this is my protection stone. I have a lot of crazy, I don't have a lot of crazy stories. I have a couple, and maybe I'll tell them to you guys one day, because like I got this at a very spiritual place, and it's got like a lot of power to it, because it's gotten me out of a lot of crazy situations, I think. I know that like, people are weird about crystals and stuff, but like this little baby, very protective. So I definitely feel that your person feels protective towards you, and that all these people are doing whenever they're like saying all these nasty things or whatever it is that they're saying because they suck and like can't, be nice. I think it's just highlighting for your person like the qualitative difference in your characters. That like, that's who those people are. They need to tear other people down, because I think ultimately they know that these people feel threatened by you. That's just what I'm getting. And so it's like your person, the king, he's on this island here. So there's all this emotion, all this like, turmoil. And I do feel like there's somebody in this person's friend group that wants their eye. I'm just noticing this little mermaid back here. They're trying to like send off their siren call to like draw your person's attention, but it's not working. Like your person's completely focused on you. I feel like this person that's in their friend group was probably at this for a long time. Like they're trying to use their sexuality, their sex appeal in order to like get your person's attention, Your person could honestly be like like have some kind of prestigious way about them in the field of the arts. Like they could be in a band, they could be the leader of some kind of, healing organization. But I do feel like there's some kind of prestige attached to your person. I also think that your person's attractive. Like there's something about them, even if it's not conventionally attractive, it's attractive. It like draws, people's attention to them in some kind of a way. And I think their creativity plays into that. Your person is like, there's something beautiful about them where they like reflect beauty, and like they like to harness beauty and serve beauty, and something like that. So why do they want you to know this? The Page of Wands. They want to start something passionate with you. They want to move away from in this card in this deck. Like I just noticed that this little page here is looking back at like this giant, I want to say oak tree. I don't know trees. But like, it's like looking at this very long standing tree and walking down this path. Like it looks like, he's remorseful. He wants to like make some kind of departure. So, just with the salamander there too, like, right. They absorb heat and everything. I think that your person just honestly wants to start something passionate with you that's sexual and creative. You guys have a creative, sexual kind of a connection, That's also really sweet, because like how their feelings towards you in the situation is the Six of Cups. So this is just like a really loving bond with the Six of Cups here. You guys, it also feels nostalgic. So you guys could have been around each other a lot more in the past. You could have, grown up together. But there's just a real sense of kinship between the two of you. That it's like, honestly, I'm just picturing like a cord, like an electrical cord where there's electricity running in it. I did not mean to define electrical cord for you, but here we are. And it's just like, it's got the rubber around the outside or whatever's around the outside that like keeps it in, and like nothing else can get in, right? That's how the electricity passes. So you guys have a connection that like other people can't really touch. It's like you guys know each other's hearts just somehow. There's resonance. I just keep wanting to say, yeah, that's it, resonance. There's resonance between the two of you. It is well with my soul. I just heard it is well with my soul. Like this person just feels such a sense of comfort around you. I feel like maybe your person's used to people like kissing their butt a little bit. There's similar energy to pile one, so maybe you guys were drawn to both. But the people might like be used to kissing their butt a little bit, or just telling them that like everything that they do is so genius and brilliant and wonderful and oh my gosh. And you are like an actual kindred, like they feel like they can be like themselves and be a kid with you. It's like this person, also if your person's working on anything new that's like their little baby project, they want to show you, like they want to show you what they're working on, because again, there's like this resonance there, and they trust you and they want to show you, and they just, your person just really, really likes to be around you. Tell me what you want and I'll make it happen. Like I said, I am picking up on romantic sexual attraction here, but I'm also picking up on a creative resonance. And so I just feel like whatever you want, I think your person has some kind of money. Water to me is money, whereas Pentacles is like assets. I think your person has like money, and they want to make like your dreams come true. You could be an artist. You could be like not as far along as this person. And it's like your person sees a lot of value in you though. And, wants to kind of make that happen. I feel like you're almost like a dream come true for them. I don't know. There's something childlike about you too. I'm getting the energy of like Rohini. Yeah. With the moon in the middle of Taurus, like just something childlike, and like maybe you're like genuine. Unless I'm saying like people might kiss this person's butt a little bit, but like you have this childlike awe about you, that like this person knows that like you are genuinely tickled, like whenever you see something that you like, you find wonder and awe in everything. And so this person wants to show you whatever it is that they're working on, or like they want to share their creative ideas with you, because you are so enamored by it. Like they love it. They absolutely love it. And they just love that energy. They want to be around it. So like, what do they want from this? They want to start something real and solid, and with the Knight of Pentacles. But this feels like multiple levels, because like I'm saying, I'm getting romantic sexual, but I'm also getting like, again, this creative resonance, but that your person wants to like pull together in the world. Like I think your person wants to work with you like on a lot of levels. They just like being around you. They find you a rare gem. Especially like in their circle of people that they usually find themselves around, and I think your person feels like alone a lot of the time, even if they're surrounded by people, because the people that are around them, they don't really like feel a resonance to or something. But with you, like it's different. They like you so much, and they like you so much. I feel like I've just said that over and over again, but it's like really super, super sweet. They might come off a little bit stoic to where they have to, be a leader and like not let on, especially if they want to protect you from these people. It's like it almost could do you some harm if they were just talking about how great you were all the time. Like when these people were talking smack, your person doesn't want to like incite them any further, But yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles, your person wants to offer you something. Your person might literally want to give you money, you guys, to like start a project or something. Maybe you've opened up about this, or your person knows that you're working on something and they just wish that you would tell them what it is because they want to help you. Your person like wants to help you. But they also want to start a relationship with you. They want to take you out, like with the Knight of Pentacles. I think that you guys are not working from scratch, though. I kind of get the sense that you know each other in some kind of a way. We had the Page of Pentacles come out in this position in the first reading, but like the Knight, I'm just seeing like maybe your relationship is a little further along, or like it's to the point where you could jump in from like a more solid place than like just the beginning. Do you get what I'm saying? And it could just be because your souls resonate like that, or you guys have had some kind of a history, like you knew each other in the past and you came back in this person's life, and maybe you came back in this person's life and now they've kind of become a little bit more successful. So, but you still have the bond that you did. So what are their next steps towards you? We have the Ace of Wands. I mean, come on, this is a passionate new beginning. They're gonna, first of all, I say this, but like, I love this card in this deck because it's more than just like about sex. It's about like, you guys have a lot of similar hobbies. You're both very, very creative. So it's like your person, it's so many levels. You guys might really resonate with pile number one, because it's like, yeah, there's sexual attraction there. There is like a romantic attraction there. There's like an innocent, childlike, playful connection there. There's maybe even the desire of like wanting to work together, or at least like your person helping you out in that sense. So with the Ace of Wands, it's like your person wants to nurture all of these things. Like they want to, this is like a movie, you know, where it's like they want to be around you, they want to create with you, they want to show you their projects, they want to show you theirs, and you show them yours. That was the most unsexy way that could have been said, but so yeah, they might invite you to a concert. They might invite you to one of like their shows, or like art exhibits or something like that. So I'm getting that there could be a status difference or an age difference. There's some kind of difference here, but like still a resonance, you know? It even could be size. I often get like, I think size when I see Six of Cups here, because he's like so much bigger and whatever. And with the Six of Cups, like usually it's the older lady and the dwarf. So there's like a size difference and an age difference, you know, but they help each other out, and they each have something to give. So there's like also an equality, and it feels really nice, feels really good. That's kind of the thing that I'm picking up, because I also drew some cards to see like how they're viewing themselves and how they're viewing you in the situation. And how they're viewing themselves is Jupiter. Somebody who has a lot of education, a lot of accomplishment. When people, when they talk, people listen. They have an air about them that kind of commands respect, and this is a very cultured person. Also, I'm just getting high class. They hang out with people who are of high status. We also have the Prince card. Oh my gosh. So Prince is light attribute, romantic charm, and potential for power. And then the shadow attribute is using power for self-aggrandizement. I don't really get the shadow attribute here. I think they're seeing themselves as like, they have a potential for power. They have, this is probably someone who owns their own kind of like artistic business, something that like has required skill and education, right? The birthplace of Jupiter is in Parnavasu in Gemini. So it's like bringing this skillful, it's taking some kind of, the journey of Jupiter is like taking that skillful knowledge and turning it into something like godlike and benevolent. So your person has definitely been on some kind of path of mastery. Your person could be looked upon as, it's a word that means teacher, but consultant, no, not consultant, like expert, somebody that like, yeah, I mean like expert, teacher, somebody who is like a master that teaches other people their craft, like because they've achieved so much success. Your person is a person who sees themselves as having a lot of recognition, a lot of power, probably a lot of money. They're very charming. They're able to charm people. They make deals. They're probably really good negotiators, and they don't even have to work that hard because they're really good with communication. They might have done a lot of traveling. They might have had a lot of experiences. Like they have just this thirst for life that has made them pretty wise, you know, very skillful and very wise kind of over the course of things. And they're ambitious. They have big dreams. What's beautiful about this is they're seeing you in a similar light. But again, I'm just seeing like earlier on, because guess what? Jupiter rules Sagittarius, right? So there's a similar energy here. They're seeing you as Sagittarius. They're seeing you as, you know, the centaur. And the centaur, there's the duality. Sagittarius is one of the dual signs, right? And its duality comes in because it's the beast becoming man. So there's like this beast-like nature. Like I'm seeing your person wants to help sculpt you, like sculpt and harness like your talents. Which is kind of what's going on with Sagittarius, you know. They see you as a person who has had a lot of experiences, who's like a free spirit, very fun-loving, also very beautiful. Venus reaches its peak in Sagittarius, and I'm completely blanking on Purvarashada. Is like the height of Venus in Sagittarius. So I think your person finds you to be incredibly beautiful. You might have like full lips, very symmetrical features, high eyebrows, eyes that kind of are bright and like they point, you know, upward. Something like that. You could have like fuller lips. Just it doesn't have to resonate, but that's those are typically qualities of like a Venusian, kind of kind of a thing going on here. And then with the Fool card, the light attribute is fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Yes, like you make this person, I think that's like, you're very disarming. You're not at all intimidated by people's status. You might be on the inside, but like you just kind of relate to people as people. And with the Sagittarius card here, Sagittarius is the diplomat, right? It's the ambassador that like crosses cultures. It's fascinated. That Sagittarius Gemini axis, fascinated with like people and differences and cultures and languages and what people believe and how people build their societies and things like that, you know? So you approach, I think, these people who maybe even like, they look down on you. I think these people kind of look down on you because maybe you're not like super rich and you don't, you know, wear everything from like, what's like, I don't know. What's a designer brand? Insert a designer brand's name. Oh my gosh. I'm really going to try to think of one. Hold on. Listen, I watch Jeffree Star's channel, okay? I know what designer brands are. Okay, I'm just going to leave that actually. Just, you get what I'm saying. Like, because I feel like there's this artistic, very free-flowing kind of a quality to you, but you are also still very beautiful in spite of it. And people, it like brings out jealousy in people in some way. And you're just completely, like, you're yourself. You're very confident in being yourself. Even if you don't like feel it on the inside, like you definitely are that way on the outside. And so, and you talk to your person as if they're your equal and stuff. And like, they just really, really like that. And so, yeah, because there's a lot of absurdity and hypocrisy in like status and like that we separate each other out in like weird different groups. And you, with the Sagittarius card, and also like your person gets it too with the Jupiter card, is like, that's kind of a little bit silly, you know? And your person benefits from it, but like also your person might not have come from that. Maybe they did with, honestly, this looks like silver spoon kind of energy here, but Jupiter, you know, Jupiter is like expansive. And like I said, it's born in Gemini and kind of takes its own journey. So I don't know, take that as you will, I guess. But, yeah, you guys are, you have the same heart. I said this with pile number 1 too, like you have the same heart. Yeah. So what is the obstacle to this coming together? We have the Page of Cups. So this could be a child. This could be a project as well. And it could, I'm also just getting the status thing. Like it could be the status thing. Because like oftentimes the Page of Cups like is very silly and kind of like foolish, but your person, it's like they want to help. I'm getting like Julia Roberts from, oh my gosh, what's the movie? Why can't my brain work right now? This is so embarrassing. You know, where she's like the prostitute with the guy and he like takes her shopping and everybody, this is what this pile is. I'm not calling you a prostitute. I know in my other reading I was talking about sacred temple prostitutes, and anybody who got this reading, who picked this pile, and also that one is like, why does she keep calling me a hoe? I don't get it. I'm not calling you a hoe. I mean this in like the best way. You know, like this person wants to like, oh my gosh, they want the glow up, but they're like, they just want to take you shopping. They want to get you all set so that people see what they see, you know? Really like what's needed is just for people to see you in a better light. Also, I'm getting protection, like, because here's the thing, let me describe this card so you get it, right? Like she's got the parrot, which is like her weird, eccentric, like kind of hobbies that she's like, and she doesn't respond like when people like, she's got a very stoic kind of a face. She's dressed in her beautiful gown. She has her pentacles. It's kind of walled her off. Things are abundant around her, right? This is the pre-empress card. So that's why I feel like your person wants to help you with your project because they know it's going to be successful. And especially with their help, they know it's going to be successful because your person, and this is not like, they're not chastising you in any way. They think that you are wicked talented and they just want to give you a little bit to like get it going. And also a little bit of protection too, because I get protection energy with pentacles. So your person just wants to bolster you like just a little bit, you know, just ever so slightly, because they know that's going to get the ball rolling and that you're going to achieve some kind of status for what you're doing and that people are going to have to see you. They're going to have to kiss the ring. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to bend the knee. And that's like kind of it. It's like, yeah, they just need to take you from this Page of Cups, this raw, like potent potential energy of just pure talent and pure creativity and a little silly and like Page, right? Children, it's like, again, there's just this difference in status or like where you guys are at in your careers, and then they just want to give it a little structure. They want to mature it up a little bit. I don't think they want to change you at all. I just want to make that very clear. Like, they want to protect you. It's like they want to keep the heart of you the same. Like with the interaction between pentacles and water, like earth and water, right? The riverbank and the water, it's like they want to just like, right? That pentacles energy comes in to contain that water energy and to direct it to the ocean. Where he is in the King of Cups, they want to like help direct you to this level of like success. Tell me what you want and I'll make it happen. And I really don't get a chastising energy from your person. I get a protective energy from your person. And they want to just help get things out of your way so that you can be successful. So, what is that Julia Roberts movie, you guys? Pretty Woman! I knew it was in there. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys, pile number 2. If that resonated, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you guys around here again. All right. Pile number 3. Let's see what your person wishes you knew / wants to tell you. I ask our friends about you. I didn't see your value. Okay. Okay, pile number 3, your person. They want you to know that they want to take action towards you. They want to take some kind of action towards you, but there is I want to say someone standing in the way that perhaps has a lot of anger towards you, or they feel that you might be angry with them. We have I didn't see your value here. And I ask our friends about you. So I am getting that there's some kind of separation. There was some kind of an argument. But your person wants you to know that they are really trying to come back to you with this Knight of Wands here. Like, they're trying to strategize. They want to kind of be the knight in shining armor to like move towards you in some kind of a way. They're just unsure of how you're going to respond. And like I said, for some of you, I really do think that there might be someone kind of standing in their way, or like with this mountain range here, they just feel like I think you blocked this person. I think you blocked this person for good reason, because they didn't see your value. I think they were acting a fool. With this Knight of Wands energy, they could have been in and out of your life, kind of player energy, really non-committal with this I didn't see your value. And also with this is the black egg of creation. It's a symbol of Swati Nakshatra in the middle of Libra. So I'm just getting that, like, the thing is about one of the deep truths of Swati Nakshatra is that there's always new universes like being born like everywhere all the time, you know? And that can go one of two ways, right? We can look at that and we can be like complete awe of it. Like, oh my gosh, like there are new universes like being built at all times. Or like your person could have just like, I'm getting that with I didn't see your value, where they just thought that you were a dime a dozen, and they see the error of their ways now. Okay, and I'm not saying that about you because I think you're great. And also I just don't look at people like that. But yeah, your person maybe like treated you like you were one of many in some kind of a way. But what's interesting is that why do they want to tell you this? We have the Temperance card, and this is major arcana. So I feel like your person is seeing you as a soulmate now. Temperance is all about alchemy and mixing fire and water. There is something about you that is very spiritual. You could have like Pushya Nakshatra, where because I'm getting, you have the Messiah card over here, and if you, I take this journey with you because I get overwhelmed with all the cards, but I can read the word Messiah, so I know that like, and also with the Swati, like with the Swati Nakshatra there, it can be like associated with the priest, and actually every single nakshatra in Libra I relate to as like being very spiritual. So it's like your person there's a spiritual value to you that they didn't see because you are so balanced. And so maybe you have a dual sign in your chart. There's some kind of twin energy, right? So the dual signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo. And there's also different nakshatras that have a lot of twin imagery. Ashwini is just one of them. But I think that maybe you were leading with one twin when you were kind of around this person. You didn't even think anything of it because you're not putting on a damn show for anybody. And this person didn't see like the other side to you. So, and they didn't see like what you were holding. Like, I'm just noticing her holding this pose, you know? And also they realized that you were being very observant of them. And that you saw a lot about them, you know? So yeah, I do think that your person wants to come in and apologize. They want to heal this relationship, but they're just feeling really intimidated right now. They think that you have a lot of anger towards them and they think it's pretty justified. So they're trying to figure out their way in, and that's where they ask their friends about you. First of all, your person, I do think there's sexual interest here with the Knight of Wands. They feel very sexually passionate towards you. But I also think it's the energy of like strategizing. And so asking their friends about you, they want to know what you're up to because you blocked them some kind of a way here. So what is their feelings towards you and the relationship? We have the Two of Pentacles. They think that you guys are very different in a lot of ways. I'm getting distance heavy here. Like, they just don't know how to get to you. And like, you've put some kind of heavy protection around yourself from this person. You could literally know like some kind of spell work or magic or something like that. But your person's like really unsure how to get to you, you know? You guys could just live far apart from one another. And I'm getting that your person doesn't know where you are. And they could be asking your friends, like, if they know where you are or what you're up to or what it is that you're building. Because I think your person's realizing that they didn't get to know you very well. They don't know what your goals are and like what it is that you're trying to do with your life. But they see that you're deeply, deeply spiritual, and they're wondering if your paths are going to cross again. But they're really not sure about it. They're really unsure because I just feel like they're feeling this distance and this energetic block between you guys pretty hard, you know? But what's interesting is like, what do they want? They want a new beginning with the Page of Pentacles here, with this, just with the Knight of Wands, the Temperance, and the Page of Pentacles. Your person wants to come in. They want to say that they're sorry and they want to start something new. They're fascinated by you. There's something about you that's really captivated their attention, and they're just completely and utterly fascinated. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like they want to start slow and they want to like savor, you know, and really take the time to build something so that it doesn't happen again. I think your person might want to travel to you as well. Oh my gosh, this was just sitting out here. I'm intentionally withholding. So I'm going to go ahead and say that is from your person too. Like, your person's intentionally withholding because they're afraid of what your reaction is going to be. And they also they're afraid of like ruining this for good. So that's why they're taking so much time to plan this out, because they really, more than anything, like, they want this temperance. There's something about you guys that's difficult, that is different from each other in almost an irreconcilable way. But like, it didn't have to be that way. I think your person's like response to you kind of made you be like, ugh, you know, but like, that's major arcana, the Temperance card there. And also, there's sexual energy here. If that's a question in your mind, yeah. So your person is a bit of a strategist, and they are intentionally withholding. What's interesting is their next actions towards you is a Seven of Swords, and this is sneaking. I mean, I ask our friends about you. I feel like they're gathering information. They're trying to sneak whatever information. They want to peer over this wall. Okay, so first of all, the Seven of Swords, right? Like, in the traditional deck, it's like the two camps, and like he's sneaking in to get the 7 swords and sneak back out, right? So you have the image of like the two very different, very distinct camps, and like wondering how they like get together, how they're, you know, how are we going to end this war? How are we going to end this standoff? You know? And so your person's trying to collect information. They're trying to sneak in and sneak around. They might be trying to spy on your social media. I think it's difficult because I think you blocked this person. So that's why, like, yeah, they're asking your mutual friends, like, what's going on. They're trying to, I mean, if this person knows any like computer hacking, just shore up your accounts, you guys. Like, this person might try to do something like that where they can get into your account or something, or they might create like a fake account to be able to see you, but they might want to try to find out where you go. They're going to try, they don't know where you are either is the thing. I feel like for a lot of you, they just don't know where you are. You like iced this person out. And so because they might want to just like show up where you are and be like, oh, fancy meeting you here. So yeah, like they want to take some kind of sneaky action in order to, I mean, maybe they even, if you leave this person no other opportunity, like they're going to maybe even turn to like tarot or something like that in order to try to get information on you. So, okay, down here I have like how they're viewing themselves, how they're viewing you, obstacle, and what needs to happen in order to rectify and like reconcile the situation, like have it to where they can move towards you. So how they're seeing themselves, they're seeing themselves as very cold, very like emotionally cold, but okay, we'll get to this in a second. Your person's kind of funny. I feel like your person's really ambitious, like very ambitious, to the point that it almost blinds them sometimes, and then it's almost never enough. I also feel like there's something very calculating. Your person knows that they are very intelligent. Your person might have a lot of education. They're kind of above people, I feel like. They see themselves as a bit above people because of their intellect, like in some kind of way. Yeah. They might like to like craft, how am I going to explain this? They like to craft like worlds. Your person might play video games, first of all. They might like to build worlds that they can like kind of bring people in. Your person might offer some kind of a service. Okay, with the advocate card here. Yes, I'm getting the energy of like Shadabahisha, which is the energy of Rahu. I'm also getting Rahu energy because Rahu's in the middle of all the air Rashis, the air signs. The nakshatras ruled by Rahu are smack in the middle of that. So I'm kind of describing the energy of Rahu here. And Shadabahisha is like the end nakshatra with Rahu, and it's all like a lot of times video game designers can dominate in this field, but one of the hallmarks of Shadabahisha energy is like they really like virtual reality. Yes, they're very smart, they like techie things. Your person might actually really like techie things, but they're really good at like building an atmosphere, building an environment. Like it doesn't have to be a video game. It could be like a very involved like kind of community where everybody's got like the same beliefs and whatever. And then your person is there offering some kind of service because they like to kind of like get people. There's a sneaky kind of energy to your person that's ruled by the intellect and ambition and money, the King of Pentacles here. So whatever it is, they're offering some kind of a loving, like this could be like, I don't think your person's a cult leader, but like I'm getting that kind of energy where it's like your person's offering some kind of service in the back, and that kind of like is a little bit binding. I know that was like kind of crazy and it sounds like really Machiavellian, and perhaps it is. Maybe your person is a bit Machiavellian, but like it could have like a more benign expression. I'm just like being really bad about explaining it right now. But with the advocate, so the light attribute inspires you to put compassion into action. Shadow attribute, embracing negative cause or committing to causes for personal gain. That's what I was just explaining. I do think that your person is very compassionate and they do a lot of good things in the world. I definitely think that whatever it is that they put their mind and their intellect to, and whatever it is that they've done to build their money and their career, is something that is a helping field. I feel like it helps people in some kind of a way, like whether that's spirituality or, you know, like art or healthcare or something like that. But I do think that they commit to certain causes. They have a habit of like committing to causes for personal gain. I think that your person is a little bit self-centered, and that's why they didn't see your value, right? Rahu is kind of self-centered. Intentionally withholding. Yeah, there is a little bit of a Machiavellian kind of a nature to your person, where this is a strategist, and they believe in their superior intellect, and like I feel like they almost think that they're better than other people, because other people like they're not as encumbered by emotion like as other people. I feel like they could help people deal with like more emotional issues because they aren't like as weighed down. I'm not saying that your person's like a sociopath or anything, but maybe. I'm just kidding. Or am I? I don't think your person's a sociopath for most of you. But there are some troubling energies here that I think you should be aware of, like the sneaking around and the strategizing and the intellect, and somebody not being able to see your value, because I just feel like they were so blinded by their own ambition, as Rahu often is. Rahu is like that head, the headless, that north node that's just a head, and so it has no stomach, so it just like has to keep eating, and it never fully feels satisfied. It's also, again, Rahu is about building civilizations. Rahu is associated with building civilizations. Your person could be an architect, for sure. So yeah, and the way that they're seeing you, we have Earth over here. I think that they see that you are very loving. You are, maybe you're always surrounded by people, or you come from a big family or something. That's for a lot of you. Oh my gosh, you are with the Messiah card. Your person, okay, yes. Your person just, they do see a magnetism about you, okay? I get the energy of Venus with Earth. Now, all the Venus ruled nakshatras are in the middle of the fire signs. So it's like, I feel like there's something about you that's pretty goal-oriented. It's hard to see that, okay? Because yes, okay. Words, I'm getting it in like energies, and I just want to tell you. So that's what I'm saying with the Temperance card, right? Because fire and earth, like, they kind of don't seem to go together, but Venus anchoring itself in the middle of those fire signs, and fire is such a magnetic, right? Like the wands, the suit of wands, where you see it, it's such like a magnetic, sexy, attractive kind of energy. Well, of course, you're going to have some Venus, like, it makes sense that Venus kind of would be a part of that. And, there is something about you that is like both demure and very attractive and very feminine, but also like go-getter and fighter and warrior spirit there as well, and something that really draws people in. I feel like your person like put you down in a sense, where they were like, oh, there's nothing special about this person, and then they saw other people reacting to you. They saw that you had a lot of wisdom to you, but you're just not like super showy. You just are it. Like, you just have you have that it quality to you, and your person just thought that you were like kind of, I just want to say like a faceless beauty or something, where it's like, yeah, you were beautiful, and you were attractive, and maybe you were a little bit quiet around this person, so they couldn't like get the read on you that they wanted to. But now you're starting, like, you faded into the background, but now you're starting to come up in color, and this person can see beyond the smoke and see that actually you are this passionate, driving force that is sexy and beautiful. And honestly, a lot of people desire to be with you, and maybe you've even undergone some kind of transformation. I feel like, you've had some things go on in your life, and your person just didn't see you. That's what I'm trying to explain here. But yeah, with the Messiah card, serving humanity with humility, there's a humility. Humility is the perfect word. Thank you. There's a humility to you. It's like you're great, but you almost play it down because you don't need to play it up, And I feel like there's something about you where you don't want people's attention on you for the wrong reasons, right? That's another thing about being in the middle of the fire rashis. That's like a projective masculine energy, okay? And like Claire Nakti talks about incarnating in a magnetized state. So women a lot of times incarnate in a magnetized state because you doll yourself up. You're used to, like Venus, you're used to pulling that attention in, where men, masculine energy, that Martian energy, is used to projecting energy onto things, okay? I hope this is making sense. So like you incarnated in a magnetized form, like you're used to receiving a certain kind of energy from men, and not just men, but like more masculine energies. And it's not something that you need to draw to yourself. In fact, if you did, maybe you feel like you're very spiritual. You just don't think that that's how you should be getting your attention. You know, you're focused on like walking your path. And if you are a female and like you're walking the feminine path, you, I think, understand that sensuality, the feminine path being ruled by Venus and the moon, that mystery and spirituality and beauty and power, like those kinds of things all wrap into one on the female path. But it's, I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling. So the shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Yeah, I don't really get that for this at all. I just think that there's your person sees that you are sharing your spiritual truth and that you're drawing people to you, and that you're a leader. You're being a spiritual leader in some kind of way. You're getting some kind of recognition that maybe you've always been worthy of. There's worth over here like crazy. Like, worth is a central theme to this third pile. You came into this world with a certain oomph, and it's to the point where like you have been able to figure out that it serves you to pull it back in order to pick out assholes like this. Just pardon me. You don't. Okay. Anyways, I think you saw this person's value because this person was maybe a leader in a group that you went to or something. So what is the obstacle to this connection? King of Pentacles. He just strikes me as such a pompous, like, jerk, obsessed with money. And I think that it's your person. I think it's kind of representing your person here with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that he's also a bit cold, and he's so focused on his career, his own success, things of like, I'm getting like, honestly, things of the 10th house here, of like status and money and fame and, you know, and that kind of thing, that he just can't see anything else. He's too focused on his own self. There's definitely, I'm just getting earth kind of lessons, you know, where Taurus rules value, but value is different than money. And like Buddha, right? Buddha was born under the sign of Taurus, and he was born in a palace, but his whole story talks about unearthing true value, and like that being the value of the spirit, right? You can't take any money or anything with you when you die. Like you cultivate the value of the spirit. And he walked out of the palace to like chill under a tree, you know? So it's this whole pile that's what the lesson is for your person, is being able to see true value, and they just cannot because they're insatiable. They're greedy. There's a certain element of greed to your person. And I do think that, okay, I didn't see your value. Like, your person now sees that you're very attractive, right? Like, we have this emblem of Swati being smack dab in the middle of Libra, also ruled by Venus, by the way. And Libras are they're known for being very beautiful. They're very diplomatic. They're very attractive. I would be very careful that this person is not looking at you as a piece of arm candy, as like the perfect person to be their perfect little arm candy because you handle yourself with decorum in public situations. You're beautiful to look at. Your person is now seeing you as being, like, I wanted to say a high value target, like somebody that a lot of people want. You are inspiring to other people on more levels than just your physical beauty. And so it's like they understand that that's valuable, but I don't know that your person knows how to relate to it. And I'm just noticing that nobody's looking at each other here. Like, these people, she's focused on what she's doing. This person's looking over here. Okay, so like in the spread, they're not looking at you. And then you're looking off to the side here because I think this impacted your self-esteem. I think they're realizing that this impacted your self-esteem, and that you saw them you saw this side of them. I think they know that like you saw an unflattering side of them that they can usually hide, and maybe they do try to hide for people that like they deem like worthy or whatever. So your person really has to, getting like, you know, when you eat sushi and you got to cleanse your palate with some ginger, your person's like, where's my ginger? Because I need to cleanse my palate so that I can start fresh with this person. to get what I want out of them. So what is needed to remove this obstacle? True love. I feel like this is Beauty and the Beast, and I'm not saying that so that you get involved with this person, because I want you to understand that there's like legitimate danger here dealing with your person. I'm not trying to romanticize this or make you feel like, you know, this is going to happen on a gray scale. Like some of you guys, this is, you know, this sneaky, weird, like calculated energy is here, and it's less of an issue than for others of you where this person could even be like a full-blown sociopath, you know, and or psychopath, and have like just a world of hurt in store for honestly whoever's around them, ever. But like what is needed is the Ace of Cups, right? This is that Beauty and the Beast story of I'm also getting like the energy of Saturn, right? Like that is kind of the story of Saturn, where like your person's super beastly and they need to be shown true love. And I'm not saying that like you need to make all these sacrifices. I hate that, and I would never recommend that. But like the Ace of Cups, honestly, I feel like your person needs to apologize, right? In a big way, you know, maybe even in front of people for other people to see here. Like this is pretty big, you know, with the Ace of Cups. There needs to be an apology. There needs to be like some reconciliation here. There needs to be maybe some discussion around spirituality, something about like spirituality, being able to have kind of, I'm hearing like rebirth, peace, love, you know? And I'm not sure that this sneaky, like, I think that you could have blocked this person, and that honestly could be where all this like desperate, sneaky kind of energy, intellect, because the only thing that this person feels like they can use is their intellect, but they need to just suck it up and apologize, you know, send a dove. If they can't get a hold of you, if they're asking their friends about you, they need to tell your friends that they want to talk to you and apologize, you know, or something like that. Like just there needs to be an olive branch. And honestly, like I'm getting kind of weird energy from your person, so I'm not like, please don't hear me saying that like you need to make some kind of sacrifice, because really truly for some of you this could be a dangerous situation, and for a lot of you it's not. I just want to play it up because I don't want to be responsible for people getting themselves into a rough situation, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like your person might have thought that your humility was like low self-esteem, you know, and that you didn't see yourself in a highlight, but you actually do. Like you actually have a lot of confidence, and honestly, like you could be very beautiful, because with the energy of Sagittarius, Venus exalts in Sagittarius in Purvashada. So like your person can see you as very beautiful, but they could have just thought that maybe you were a little bland or something. But now they're seeing that actually you're just humble and like just a spiritual person and a good person, and you're a person who actually walks your talk, because I feel like maybe somebody who looks like you, or because at least the way that they see you, because your person sees you as very attractive, so maybe they just think like I'm getting Beauty and the Beast, you guys. You know how like Gaston throws Belle's book in the mud and he's like, you don't need to read or whatever, because she's like the prettiest girl in town, and I don't think girls were supposed to read anyways, but it's like your person kind of thinks like, you're so pretty, you don't need to read, you don't need to like be so spiritual, and like you could get by on your looks, but you don't. So that's all I'm getting for you guys. Pile number 3. That was a doozy. If that resonated, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys around again, and I hope you get that mess of a situation figured out. Bye guys.